Hi. So I got asked the other night about pigmentation, and I have to admit that I am constantly fighting pigmentation. I have absolutely no makeup on at the moment. I'm going to get up close and personal. You can see I've got sunspots all around here. I've got pigmentation around my lip line. If my phone will let me do this, I've got kind of not real. I have to admit I can't say I've got dark circles, but I have patches of pigmentation kind of everywhere. So I can relate. Basically for me, pigmentation particularly started after my wedding. I'd had a lot of skin treatments, being the vain person that I am, and went on a honeymoon to Bali, and the second I was in the sun, no matter how much sunscreen I put on, wearing a hat, all of that, it just started. And then it got worse when I was pregnant. So for me, it's kind of, I've managed to keep it at bay, but it's always there. So I can relate to anyone out there who has pigmentation, and I'm going to show you how you can combat it, or not combat it, sorry, how you can hide it the best you can. So I'm going to start with, and the key would be to illuminate all the way. So you need to start with an illuminating primer. So this is a L'Oreal, it's called Lumi Magique, and this is amazing. So I'm going to stick this on first, and basically anything that says illuminating is just going to bring more light to your face, and see automatically it just kind of disguises it. It doesn't cover the pigmentation, but it just disguises it. So that is step number one. Step number two is I use a slightly thicker coverage when my pigment is bad. So Better Skin Maybelline, I really like this. It's quite thick. Obviously you can go for the MACs, you can go for the Giorgio Armani. MAC probably, I would say, if you have bad pigment, they have a lot of different kind of thicknesses that can help you combat that, especially Studio Fix is pretty good because it's thick for lighting, for under lights, sorry, for studios. Anyway, but this one is what I'm using now. So basically, Better Skin Maybelline, putting that on, and because I've got the primer underneath, you can see that it's still kind of shining through. So that's your foundation. Now that's actually probably a little bit light for me now because I've had a bit of sun, so I feel quite deathly pale, but you can see it's kind of just, it's not covering the pigmentation completely, but it's disguising it, and that's what we're really going for here. So my next step would be to add a highlighter. So similar to what the primer is doing for you, this is adding highlight to those spots, which for me are the cheekbones. If yours are up here, unless it's really hot and you're gonna look really sweaty, don't put a highlighter up here, or you'll look ridiculous. But it can kind of help, especially if you then put your bronzer kind of over the top in the bits that you need to. Now that might look a bit crazy, so just play that by ear. It's a little risque, I have to admit. That's not how you usually meant to use highlighter, but it's gonna work for us pigmented girls. Next thing, if you are really struggling, Better Skin Concealer. I love this stuff. I've bought the light color because again, it can kind of act like a highlighter on the cheekbones. So I would put this. I'm going if I'm having a really bad pigment day, but also everything that I'm doing kind of applies if you've had no sleep, because you kind of get pigment under your eyes and around the eyes from no sleep too. So as you can see, all highlighted and glowy and dewy, and not so much pigment to see. So if you have pigment, that's what you can try. And obviously then put on your blush and your lippy and your mascara and all the rest over the top. but I feel less pigmented this way. So hope that helps for you. If you know a friend that has pigment and you want to help them out, please share this. Don't forget to head to mollymakeup.com.au and subscribe, because I do a weekly shout out to my subscribers that no one else gets, and that shout out is in the form of a video, which is helpful, hopefully, for some. And yeah, share, like, comment, give me any of your ideas. I'd love to hear about it, and have a great day. Bye.